Hey everybody, IronObie here, and today we got a big reveal. I don't know, it's an important reveal. It's not, I mean, not the biggest reveal, but it's an important reveal for Beyond Light going forward, as there were a lot of unanswered questions when it came to how many exotics are we gonna get? Are we getting any exotics? 'Cause for a long, how many exotics are returning? Like, we know Hawkmoon and the No Time to Explain Stranger's Pulse Rifle is coming back. But there was a lot of unknowns when it came to what kind of new stuff. Because generally with every expansion we get, maybe we were getting like a season. We were getting like one, maybe two exotics. People were like, these are cool, but, you know, where's all the armor stuff? Because generally it had always been weapons. But now Bungie released a video about 2-3 hours ago, 10 new exotics. A couple weapons, but mostly armor. And I'm going to go ahead and just break down some of those armors in this video. If you see something come up, it's because I'm playing off of an Xbox, so that's why you're going to see like this menu come up. But I'm going to pause the video periodically, a little unscripted, just to kind of talk about what I think about the exotic, and where I think that those exotics will go and where they'll lead, and how the Titans are immediately going to get a new exotic, love it, and then immediately have it nerfed. So let's take a look. And you see already some of the exotics being used. Might be too loud. So in just freeze framing pausing, you're seeing all the exotics being used. Is kind of interesting. So gear up for the storm. So this, of course, we get No Time to Explain. So that's not really, you know. But we do get some mechanic-wise. Like, we do see some of it interestingly-wise. When you kill something, because he just throws a grenade and gets the kill. So it looks like, and then it spawns almost like an arc soul from the Warlocks that sort of just shoots at enemies that come by you or go near you. So it's like Arc Soul the gun. It's a very interesting, very, very interesting concept. I could see this doing a lot of high damage, depending on how much damage that is, when it comes to like boss DPS, but it is a pre-order exotic. So I don't know if this is actually obtainable in the game. It's very unclear. It might be the season pass exotic, like that you get it. It's like the first thing you get, and then you get an ornament for it later. We still don't know much about the season, I think, that comes with it. But believably, if you, like on Game Pass, if you have Game Pass and you're playing Beyond Light, you don't get the season that's attached with it. It's not like Shadowkeep. When you bought Shadowkeep, you also got the season that came with it, which was like the Vex season. But this, Beyond Light, you do not get that, so that is an important caveat. So you'd still have to shell out $10 to play that season. So it's just important to know. But anyway, cool sounding gun, cool looking gun. It's an interesting concept. Arc Soul, nothing super crazy. We're not blowing, we're not blowing our minds here. Cloud Strike, lightning on precision hits. Looks sweet. All right, looks sweet. I'm gonna just rewind a little bit. Looks really, really cool. So this looks really awesome. I know a guy who would really like this gun. But, you know, it causes lightning strikes, so believably, if it's probably a precision hit, it causes a AoE effect. Whether that AoE effect will be a one-shot, like, of course, these trailers are always, kind of jumped up to kind of, look at this, just to kind of make it look better than it actually is, or make it look more interesting and more exciting. But in this case, you have something like this, where if, I don't imagine that even as a sniper, if it got a headshot on somebody, and he was standing next to another dude, or a whole second, or like a third, there are three of them bunched up, you got one of them, I doubt the lightning strike would be strong enough to kill all of them. Maybe if they had, like, no resilience, like, literally none, but even a Guardian with a good amount of resistance would probably survive the blast from this lightning shot. So, but still a really cool sniper exotic. I think it might be really good for clearing ads. Now, I don't know if it's a kill on a hit, like if it's a precision kill, or it's just a precision hit. That might change up. If it's a precision hit, causes a lightning strike to the location. That would be really good for boss damage if the bosses are, maybe kind of surrounded by dudes and you're just trying to clear out all those ads. You get some boss damage on there, clear out some ads as well, but we don't know. It just looks like he's getting a precision kill, explodes, kills his teammates nearby. Seems sweet. I don't think it'll actually do that in PvP, because that seems a little too strong. Lament, shred barrier shield. So this is a barrier weapon. We've had stuff like this. There was the... I'm trying to remember because I never use it. There was an exotic hand cannon that broke barriers. I don't remember the name, and I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me the name. I wish I could remember it. But, like, and there was a bow, there was Leviathan's Breath. I can't believe I remember Leviathan's Breath. That was another, like, you know, it was a barrier, unstoppable, unbreakable, whatever. It was the gun that just, it would do something to those specific factions. So this is a sword that breaks through barrier hobgoblins and barrier-based enemies. So again, cool. This is not, again, still not crazy, not unforeseen. It's all just the weapons. They're getting the weapons out of the way, so, you know, the armor's really where it's crazy. Alright, here we go. Ice Mantle replaces Barricade with Overshield. This is an exotic that I think is already immediately, and it's a Titan exotic, so it would be. This is the main, this is how I use it for the thumbnail. This is an exotic that's going to be nerfed. Almost probably within the month. And it's only going to be nerfed because of exclusively PvP. Because replacing a barrier with an overshield, depends on how strong the overshield is, but I'm almost betting the overshield in order for it to be an exotic. This is an exotic piece of armor. I'm assuming the overshield that you get is probably going to be pretty substantial, because it has to be about as strong as your barricade. It has to take up your ability. It shifts your ability fundamentally. But I see this already getting nerfed in PvP just because of being able to, like, oh, I'm going to overshield, run into a group of dudes, murder a bunch of them. Get a bunch of, you know, just go in there, and people are going to like, oh man, I don't like that a Titan can just hold B, get an overshield, run around the corner, and shotgun me. And I have no way of defending myself. So I guarantee you, it'll get nerfed, it'll get removed, it'll get reworked, it'll get changed within the month. Would not surprise me. I really don't want it to, as a Titan main. Titans generally, we get an exotic, and we're like, dude, this is a great exotic. It completely changes up the way I play. This is really cool and interesting. And within about a week or two, the community is complaining, oh, Titans have too good exotic. This exotic is so annoying in PvP. So I half expect that to be an issue. I expect that to be something that pops up and taken down or reworked almost immediately. Guarantee you. Moving on, Mask of BAKRIS. Shift replaces dodge. So this is kind of cool. It's like a boom, and then that's cool. That's a very, and it looks sweet as well. That's very cool. It's like Blink. It's like another way for hunters to get Blink, since they had Blink in D1, but lost it in D2. Yeah, it's just something to. I don't know how much of a usefulness it would be in, like, PvE. This, again, seems like another PvP exotic. Dodge replaces your shift. It seems like, I bet you it could be. But this is something that I consider actually really strong, because it fundamentally changes up your movement. However, I doubt this would get nerfed. I'm pretty sure people are like, oh, well, you can see where they go, and it's easy to track them. Maybe there's a delay when they spawn that they can't immediately shoot. So, I'm sure there's some workarounds, but I don't see something like this in PvP being a big deal. Mainly because it's on the hunters. I'm just saying, I'm a Titan man, but, you know, hunters kind of don't get their stuff nerfed. Just saying. Alright, moving on. Aetherius's Embrace. I think that's right. It's another hunter exotic. Superior weighted knife. So, the video, it's sort of vague when it explains this. He just sort of bounces he bounces the knife and he gets a head kill with it. Or head kill. He gets a headshot with it. Is he exclusively using it? Like, now this is the question, does it track? Is it just have enhanced bounce? Because if it's literally just enhanced bounce, then who cares? Like, that's literally like one of the most worthless, like, oh, your knife bounces 2 more times? Like, it's garbage. But if it does bounce, I could see it being something like it bounces and it gains homing capability. It gains short-range homing capabilities or something like that. So if that's the case, another powerful exotic. But if not the case, then if it just bounces, I can't see this being a valuable exotic to any hunter, unless you're like a master knife thrower. Dawn Chorus, improved burns and daybreak damage. Great looking exotic. I almost exclusively think this is like the least exciting exotic because it doesn't fundamentally, well, the last one actually technically wasn't really that exciting if we don't know how it works. If it has homing, that could be an exciting exotic. This, however, is just improved damage and burns and daybreak damage. Now, I don't know how considerable. Like, how considerable is a burn? Because in PvE, I guess it's really where this would be used. PvP, I mean, your Daybreak sword already probably one-shots people. Only the toughest, maybe people with overshields would be enough to blow, to survive a Daybreak hit from a sword directly. But this is definitely seems more like a PvE exotic, because he's just destroying stuff and then it's Barna. So, again, give something for the Daybreak crowd, Necrotic Grip. Melee spreads poison. So this is like Thorn. This is like a super Thorn. But on a Warlock exotic. Man, Warlocks. God, I'm a Titan main, but I do love me some Warlock. They have such great exotics. But this seems really cool. Seems like a great ad clear. We'll have to see how fast the poison reacts. But and again, and these videos are pretty, they're Hollywooded a little bit. So, they're made to look a little bit better than they actually are. Necrotic Grip. So, boom, 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 boom. Like, he's destroying stuff. And some of them look like they were staggered. They don't necessarily look like they were killed. So it looks like what is instead happening is that it's spreading, but it's not spreading on an opponent dying. So, like, again, dead, 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 dead. But if you look at a lot of the Vandals, actually, the Vandal on pretty much almost all of them, especially the guy in the back right by that, right lined up with that spire to the right of the Dreg on the left, he just kind of looks like he's stumbling. So maybe this isn't killing them. It kills the first Dreg, no doubt. The first Dreg goes down like a clown, but the rest of the Vandals look like they're going to be okay. That Dreg might die yeah, he looks like he's about to die. So, seems cool, seems great. Love me some. The Warlocks have really creative exotics, I will say that, and they don't get nerfed like Titans. Sorry to keep bringing that up, but it's true. It's just the reality of the world. So previous scars. This is Revive creates Shielding Aura. This is another Titan exotic. This is something that it's cool. It's like you have little lines, and everyone gets a Shielding Aura. This definitely seems like I was reading Poltassi's article. This definitely does seem like a Trials this is a Trials exclusive. Boom, get the res. Everybody's got a little bit of a shield for a little bit, and that's it. That's literally. So Titan's got two exotics. One of them I think is more exciting than the other. Both that are not really game changing. And interestingly enough, none of the exotics really. None of the exotics have really anything to do with new subclasses, Stasis. So I wonder if they're pulling away from that. Like, we don't like having subclass-specific exotics. We want to have more exotics that are broader and don't have to be funneled into just, well, if you want to be optimal fire character, you want to be an optimal sunbreaker, you gotta wear this exotic or this exotic. You can't branch out. So maybe they're going away from that, and that could be more interesting, I think, technically. But I hope they keep doing that. Salvation's Grip. So this is a new stasis weapon. Yeah, it's definitely Trials. Definitely Trials. So Salvation's Grip. Launch stasis. So it's a grenade launcher that fires stasis blocks that freezes, and then you can smash and they break. Seems cool. So we got a couple weapon shots. We got a couple exotics, and they show out the pre-orders again. We'll just go through it one more time. Not talking about it, but this is my closing reviews and thoughts of this. Great. This is really good. This is a question that Destiny needed to answer, and Bungie definitely needed to answer about what are the exotics, how many exotics are we getting, how many are returning, because we knew that Hawkmoon and No Time to Explain were coming back, but a lot of people were like, well, what else are we getting? Are we just not getting any more new exotics? 10's not a ton, but it's more than we've been getting. So I think some are going to get nerfed, some aren't going to get touched, but I guarantee you that one Salvation Grip is going to get, not Salvation Grips, but that Titan exotic is definitely going to get nerfed. But, yeah, guys, I think that's just a quick review of the video. I'm very excited for Beyond Light. If you want, you can probably catch me streaming. I'm probably streaming right now, either, in our break from Destiny. I've been playing a little bit of Destiny, playing some of that Festival of the Lost, but I've been doing a lot of Fallout 76. Just kind of waiting. I think at this point, we're all just waiting for Beyond Light to drop. Everyone's like, is November 10th here yet? Let me know how many of you are going to be buying next-gen consoles to play this on, 60 frames. I don't know that anyone's playing it just for Destiny. Obviously, you're getting it for other things, but I would like to know how many people are like, yeah, I'm totally going to, either I haven't picked up Destiny, and I'm going to play it on 60 frames on new consoles, or I have had Destiny, and I'm just excited to play it next-gen. So, alright guys, I've been IronObie. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check me out on Twitch, and, have a good day. I'll see you Guardians in orbit.